Hello, good people of YouTube. Mountbatten here, and today we have a replay, your weekly bonus replay, featuring the Tier 10 Techline German battleship, the Preußen. Our captain today is Coolacy, or I'm just going to call it, or as I'm going to call him, as I should say in proper English, Cool for the rest of this video, just for simplicity's sake. So, Preußen is, well, the ship that removed my beloved GK from the tech tree, but I'm okay with that because now GK is a special ship, so she gets a bit better economy than she could have ever had in the tech tree, so I'm alright with that. But it's a GK with 18-inch guns, 457mm guns, and different turrets, but nothing's different about it other than the turrets being different. Like, yeah, the secondary guns are literally the same, just had some more modern turrets, so there's that. But every other aspect about it is the same: the speed, the hydro, everything else is the same except for the main battery guns and the way the secondary turrets look. So, the Preußen is, well, a lot like the GK, except that you can build into the main battery gun to the Preußen, and they're pretty good, because she has a very fast reload time on these guns. Let's see what Cool has his down to. He's got them at 21.1 seconds. That is some blazing fast reload time for 18-inch guns. Now, the guns are the 457mm guns and not the 460mm 18-inch guns, so he cannot overmatch 32mm of armor, but you can overmatch 30mm of armor, which is a lot of the larger cruisers that we have at higher tier nowadays. So you couple that fast reload time with the German AP and that overpin capability, and you got a pretty nice set of guns on your hand here, especially when you can go, the whole accuracy through volume route with the quick reload times. So it's kind of an identity shift for the German mainline battleships, but it keeps them in the meta in today's world of warships. And you can still build into the secondary guns of the Preußen, and they do very much work as well. So it's kind of like, you pick your poison. The Lucian and the Frank Friday just traded kills there at the beginning of the match. So you lose a tier 10 Pan-Asian destroyer for the new in-testing tier 9 Johnston. Oh, lovely, lovely hits there in the Akazuki. Does just get overpins, and, well, because it's battleship AP, they only do a maximum of 10% of the shell damage to the ship now, but that's still 6,000 HP off of the Akazuki there. That's always a nice thing. He's got an Awami and another Preußen behind him. He has a Balau and some deep water torpedoes in front of him. I suspect those are the Kitakami. Pops hydroacoustic search to find any other of those pesky deep water torpedoes, and looks like none show up. But anyway, he has an Olin in front of him as well. Ooh, Bungo, Bungo, Bungo. That's a little close for you, buddy. Ooh, got lucky there. The Bungo does have 10 of these 457mm guns, and it can and will remove about 30k from your side if you're not being careful. Pops his spotter plane there to get a little bit of a camera advantage on that GK, and that looks like some wonderful dispersion there. There you go, 13k with 6 overpins. A little bit lower into that upper armor belt, that would have been an absolutely devastating strike to that GK. Probably would have removed like 18 or 19k, if not 20k at that point. There's the other deep water torpedoes from the Kitakami over there. Fires another salvo at the GK. Also have a Jean Bar B pushing up on that side as well. And let's see. Got a couple of solid pins there. Damage is damage. There's that Bungo 10 kilometers away. I would definitely, yep, there we go, be eyeing him up for sure. Puts his secondaries on him. Oh, yep, sure enough, he is within secondary range. What is the secondary range? 10.5? Alright, so he does not have a full secondary build on his GK. Looks like he's just doing a hybrid build, which, yeah, if it works, it works. Oh, this looks so good. Alright, 10 kilometers away, the Bungo looking great. And that's my Discord, not yours. 14k to the Bungo. Very, very nicely done. And his secondaries are still on him. Does he have Lucians? Looks like he does not have Lucians on his Preußen. That is most unfortunate. Really solid commanding for anything German. Alright, main guns are back up. Getting that shot out. And let's see what he does this time. Still fairly broadside to him. 6,000 in overpins. That's another thing about the German AP. It's so good. You do just get overpins all the time at it, even when shooting at something like the Bungo. Now, the Bungo, granted, is pretty thinly armored because it is a battle cruiser, but its midsection is quite squishy and delicious. It's, it's kind of like that soft, chewy center, if you will. Speaking about Bungo, let's see what he does this time with him. He can overmatch his bow and stern. That's another positive here. Ooh, I would have let that rip. Alright, so Jean Bar is pushing up. Things are not going well for the friendly side. They just lost their Shimakaze and their Wisconsin. So both sides are down 3 ships, 2 DDs, but 1 battleship on the friendly side and a cruiser on the enemy side. This should be a dead Bungo here. And yes, there we go. 1 dead Bungo and Cool's first kill of the match. So he did get turned around here because, well, there was quite a bit of ships pushing up on the western flank for the enemy team. So he assumed the cutting position, and that can save you a lot of times. If you just go nose in and full W key into the enemy team, you're not going to have a great time. But if you can turn around and kind of drag them away, you get the opportunity to disengage and kind of gather yourself. Then you can go back in if you need to. Also, friendly team has not capped a single cap yet. I believe the enemy team has been the only one that's capped anything. They capped the B and the C cap, but now the Slav and the Jutland are pushing into the C cap and taking it back for the friendly side. So while they're even on kills, the enemy team is up on points now because they have managed to keep the caps in their favor. Shout out on the Jean Bar. U-2501 gets spotted. Shots in the Jean Bar. Ah, ricocheted. Drops both of his ASW charges on top of the 2501. Let's see how well he predicted that. Looks like he got him pretty well. And, oh yeah. There we go. Second kill of the match takes out the submarine. Good pickup for the friendly side, and the enemy Colbert does go down too. Alright, so some good progress is being made. They are ahead on points for now, even though they don't have a cap. C cap is getting reset by the Jutland. I'm assuming going hands-on with the friendly Jutland. The Slava's right there. There's that Jutland should cease to exist here in a moment. Or that Jutland could make that Slava cease to exist here as well. Let's see how that plays out. Oh, there we go. Slava got the enemy Jutland. Cool. And the Jutland got the Slava. There we go. I figured something like that was going to happen. So, enemy team still ahead on points. Oh, the Chungmu picks up the Oland as well. Alright, so we have a very close game. Back and forth. A lot of back and forth, which is what we like to see here. The 2 Preussens are about to, I guess, commit incest here. Boink. Ooh, beautiful side on the Jean Bar from 11 kilometers out. Get some decent dispersion and overpins. What? What? Overpins and a ricochet. That looked like that was going straight into his main belt, fellas. Oh my heart. That was wow. Imagine Cool didn't have a fantastic IRL reaction to that. All right, another salvo out on the Jean Bar. Angles and chunks for 6K. All right, but still got 3 overpins because naturally so. Alright, so the Jean Bar is down, but the other Preussen got the kill. And finally, the friendly team has managed to cap something. So, they aren't losing right now. They do have the cap advantage. Well, they have the points advantage. They don't have the cap advantage because the A cap still has not been capped. The Blau is in the A cap. He does have to come to the surface to cap, but he probably doesn't want to do that because the enemy GK is right there, and well, if you get spotted in a submarine, especially this close to GK, not going to have a great time. Well, this is close to really any enemy ship. Colombo does take out the Jutland with his secondary guns, so we are 3 BBs left up on the enemy team to the 3 BBs, 1 cruiser, and 1 submarine on the friendly team. Hello, GK from 3 kilometers. This is going to be close. 2 full health Preussens versus 1 GK. I don't think this is going to go so well for the GK, but I don't know. I've seen stranger things happen. So let's see. GK, we're going to do a Pirates of the Caribbean 3 here. Conduct some good business, it looks like. GK might be going in for the ram on the other Preussen, which would be the smart thing to do. Okay, 8 ping to the upper belt. Does not sink and he pops his heel. Is he going to get to it? Oh my god, he is! With under 1,000 HP left alive, the enemy GK manages to secure the ram on the friendly Preussen. Oh, that was actually that was a good move by the GK. I mean, yeah, if you're going down, if you can drag someone with you, abso-friggin-lutely. Alright, so the enemy Preußen just took out the friendly Hindenburg with the secondaries, and now suddenly, just like that, the enemy team is winning again. With nearly a 200-point lead, and they are taking the Sea Cat back as well. So, yeah, that's not ideal. And Cool's allies include an Awami that I'm not sure about his HP level, and a Balau that's at half health. So, I mean, he's still got a sub up. That's a pretty useful tool this late in the game, and impressive that the submarine has managed to stay alive to this point as well. Now, the Awami, I don't know his HP, but I'm sure we'll see it here in a second. So, they have 9 minutes left, lots of time left on the clock. They are taking the A cap, but both the Colombo and the Preußen are chilling around the B cap. And also, both Colombo and Preußen are very good close-in battleships. Iwami can be. But for the submarine, I don't think that's going to go that well, because the Preußen has Hydro. Right, he's probably going to keep that running when they get spotted, because he knows the submarine's still up, and I'm sure the Colombo's going to be nearby him. So that's going to be kind of difficult for the Balau to pull off, but maybe he will be able to do that. We'll see. Oh, there's the Colombo. So he's at around half health too. He has sap as well. That can chunk battleships quite well. And the Iwami's got plenty of superstructure and extremities for him to chunk. Ooh, speaking of being chunked, oh yeah, that's not good. Looks like the Iwami was around 25-ish, 24k-ish HP. He's no longer anymore. He's down to 16k. And again, that Colombo sap, that's friggin' rough. So I don't think he's going to be with us for much longer. And he cannot get a shot. Cool can't get a shot on the Colombo. Dang. There's the Preußen, also around 41k-ish HP. Now, Cool is healing up to probably around 70-ish thousand HP. So he will have the health advantage here when he gets to confronting this Colombo and or Preußen, or both together. Yeah, that Iwami is going to go down here in a moment. Look at the Colombo secondary. Is this a secondary build Colombo? That's interesting, for sure. Yeah, once that Colombo sap comes back up, he's taking out that Iwami. So that's going to leave the submarine. Yep, there we go. That's going to leave the submarine and Cool and the Preußen to deal with both a Colombo and a Preußen. So, yeah, let's see how this goes. Looks like the Balau is coming up the periscope depth. Cool launches his spotter aircraft to see what's going on. Uh-oh, Balau has been spotted. Here comes the 4 ASW flights. He definitely needs to crash dive. Cool was admiring his Preußen there for a second. Ooh, yeah, no, he's crash diving, but it's not helping. He's down 1,000 HP. Is he going to flood out or burn it? Okay, so he's still down at 1,000, so he's still alive for now. Oh, but you know what? Preußen's going to hydro him, I bet. Oh, there's the Preußen 5 kilometers away. Here comes in the ASW aircraft from the Balau, who's at maximum depth. Not really going to matter. Preußen's got him hydroed. Alright, AP into the Preußen's upper belt. Gets a cool, was that 5k roll there? Countering with another round of AP into his upper belt. Loses a couple thousand HP there. There's Colombo's ASW. There's the Colombo as well. Here's the Preußen. Balau goes down. It is now Cool versus 2. Ow! Battleships just ate a big chunk of sap there to his upper belt. Pops his hero, pops his hydro, pops his damage con, pops everything. Sends a round of AP into the Preußen's upper belt. Takes it down to 16k. Has a Colombo in front of him as well as taking the Colombo HP on the nose. Oh, he's going to try to get the 2-for-1 special here, fellas. Can he pull it off? 2 fires. He's going to go down when these fires take him. Preußen's still up. One more salvage. Still got the Preußen. There he goes. And can he get the Colombo? Yes, he can. For the double strike with the ram. Very nicely done. Always remember the golden rule of Water Warships, fellas. Every ship has 1 torpedo. And that nets him 233,728 damage done. Oh, he was 1 kill away from a Kraken. Oh, man. Gets high caliber and double striked via a ram. That's beautiful. Was he running any? He was... Okay, so he was running some boosters. He gets 1,300 XP on the win. This is weird. What? But the enemy Preußen got 2,200? I wonder if this is flipped. That doesn't make any sense. He won. Oh, they lost. What? They lost? Huh? Oh, because he traded with the Colombo. Dang. Dang. Yeah, and the enemy team had the points advantage. Oh. Oh, that's heartbreaking. I thought he won. Ah, no, but that makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, yeah. The enemy team had the points advantage, so it makes sense that he lost. But man, maximum effort there from Cool. Oh, that sucks, buddy. I really thought you won that. But I mean, hey, again, if you're gonna go down, make sure you take someone with you, and Cool sure did. So again, not for lack of trying, right? But yeah, thanks for saying that in, Cool. That's the most interesting replay there with the defeat at the end. That's heartbreaking. I would have given you that win, bud. That was just impressive. So, guys, if you have a replay that's interesting and entertaining like this one, please feel free to send it into the email linked in the description down below. Hope you all have a wonderful Sunday, wonderful rest of your week. Hope to catch you guys in the next one.